Welcome back to the Wednesday edition of Alabama Tonight. He's the voice Auburn fans turn to when they can't go to the game. Many even listen during the game. We're talking about Rod Bramblett. So what is it like to be the voice of the Auburn Tigers? We decided to ask Rod for himself and find out. Here you go.
Tigers making their way onto the field on a beautiful night for football.
I graduated from Auburn in 1988. When I started Auburn, I was a huge Georgia fan. I had grown up a Georgia fan my whole life up until I started Auburn. And it took one football season as a student to completely flip me.
Auburn trying to bend but not break. Murray into the back of the end zone, touchdown.
I think it's been kind of a almost a perfect storm of things that have kind of come together.
Auburn, not that their battle uphill was not already a big one.
Auburn really didn't have a quarterback settled. They've used 3 of them this year.
It is imperative the Tigers do something on offense.
A lot of youth, I think a lack of leadership, injuries, all of it I think is combined. And when you're playing the SEC, those are things that you don't need to happen.
Stan, and Auburn has been doing that through the early part of the season.
He's a great head coach. He's a great motivator. He's a guy that is strong in his faith. And, you know, that's what has impressed me the most during this season. As bad as it's been, you know, I spend a lot of time with him every week, off the air, mics off, cameras off, and he's the same guy. He's been steady, he's been strong, and he's got a plan. Really too much emotion, too much passion, too much everything. But you know what? That's okay when it comes to the Iron Bowl. It is unlike any other football game, any other rivalry, and people outside of the Southeast, outside of Alabama, they want an explanation of what it is, and you can't. I mean, you really cannot put it into words of what that game is like. I know early in that game 2 years ago, Stan White, who does color with me on the broadcast, he and I were both, like everybody, a little shell-shocked. We knew that team, if any team had it in them, it was probably that team to come back. Now, I'm not saying we believed it when we were sitting there eating hot dogs at halftime, but as soon as Auburn scored on that opening play of the second half, I turned to Stan and I told him, I said, Auburn's going to win this game.
Zachary makes the catch, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Auburn! 70 yards! And now, Auburn's made it a ball game.
Up to this point that stands out to me is the 2003 Iron Bowl. My first year doing play-by-play, and Cadillac Williams running 80 yards on the first play from scrimmage here at Jordan-Hare Stadium.
There goes Cadillac to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, 10. Go crazy, Cadillac! Go crazy!
That was probably my first, whatever a signature call is, that was my first as the Auburn play-by-play announcer. And it couldn't have come in a better game. Stan and I both, we never apologize for our passion on the radio.
Stiff arms the man. He's at the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown Auburn!
We never apologize for, getting too excited when something good happens, or maybe even getting a little too down when something bad happens. Last time I checked, we were the Auburn announcers.
All right, good stuff there from Rod. We'll have Eli Gold with us tomorrow.